fama.
Hey everyone, welcome back. It is a great day. Climbing gyms are back. In the last episode, I mentioned that I had some good news, and that is that Terra Firma and all their gyms are back open in Michigan. So, holla, feels good. You don't really know how much you'll miss something until it's gone. You don't know how good it is until it's gone. So feels awesome just to have that community back, just to have the amazing routes and the diversity of everything they offer at a climbing gym. Truly spectacular. So I'm just getting started on this yellow V4 V5. This one was actually a little stiffer than I expected. Had to get some interesting toe and heel hooks on it. But I did climb the session before this and didn't film. I felt a little nervous getting back in the gym. Even though I did do some climbing at Brendan's home wall, I wasn't doing a lot, and I kind of forgot what it was like to move on the wall and use technique and body positioning and all of this stuff. So I had to do a little refresher, and it's like riding a bike, right? You don't really forget it, but I had to kind of get comfortable again. So it was interesting, a little nerve-wracking, but then just felt really good to climb again. But I feel really confident and comfortable on these because I have the beta for pretty much all of them. So feeling smooth, and felt great to film again. Super excited. So black route here with these sweet wedges facing each other. Get some really awesome double gassed on action, and the crux of this route is at the top here. Thankfully I can kind of pinch the top of the right wedge, and then you had to get your feet up, which felt a little sketchy but was good once you did it, and then really stand up here for the finish. Super awesome. And I went immediately to the prow when I got back to Terra Firma. Just looking for overhung powerful routes. Like, let's go. So up next, we have this pink V4 V5, just a bunch of jugs on interesting terrain, a bunch of features on the prow. So it's harder to get something that's better than that. That's pretty awesome. So here, just flowing. I have noticed a difference in my climbing. I feel a little more controlled and a little more static. I was feeling quite dynamic in my climbing in the last year, especially. I love dynoing and jumping around, but I find that, especially on a 50-degree wall that's short, if your feet cut off, you're pretty much done, or it requires an immense amount of power and energy and core to really have your feet come off. So I think it was great for me. It really helped me to keep my core engaged while I'm moving on the wall, and did wonders. So this route here, pretty cruxy start. I do have the beta, which enabled me to kind of pull through. So for me, I had to go up left, keep my hips in the wall, and then go up high on the pinch in order to transition to the top part of the climb, which is not that bad. I did work on that one for a decent amount of time the session before, but it felt great to come in equipped with that beta and run right up it. So next up, we have just some nice run-of-the-mill, juggy, crimpy, traversy kind of route. So it winds back and forth, and just really consistent, fun movement. I'd say this one's a little more in the ballpark of V6, where the other one was a little more cruxy in the beginning. So really just kind of working your way out left, and it was interesting to kind of keep your feet right. And then going out right, and then you have a really fun cross here. And once I hit the cross, I shift my weight, and then a bump up here to the feature. There is a little orange hold that's difficult to see. I also apologize if I filmed really far away from the wall. I'm a little bit rusty, and I was just only concerned with getting this shot, and I didn't realize that maybe I'm a little further than normal. Maybe not. I'll check my old videos, but I'll try and get it a little bit closer. I would love to start getting some different camera angles too. Maybe getting another camera or two involved here in the next few months. Up the game would be pretty awesome. So here, one of the two black tags I'm working on in this video, this green pinch route on the prow. It's been some pretty awesome green pinch routes that prow before, so I was really excited. And this one has some pretty awesome movement in the beginning. So you get started on the feature, and I make a move up right and pretty quickly get a left heel hook set. From here, I go out left and pinch this giant rail, get a right heel hook up, and then work my way down to hit the undercling. From here, I move my heel and I get a tiny toe hook down a foot chip down below. And from there, I go out and hit an undercling. My feet pop. I should keep better core tension, and that would allow me to keep the left hand. And then from there, I can make kind of a big right move up. Shouldn't be that hard with everything engaged and my feet on. They just happen to be blowing off there. And I'm more interested in getting the beta here rather than just trying it from the beginning. Also, another good habit I think I'm forming is trying to, if once the flash attempt is gone, piece all the moves together and then really strive from the start. I felt a little stuck on the move going up right. It felt like I didn't have the reach for it, so I moved on to this black route here. Pretty sweet start with the right foot, and there's 2 crimps that you hit on the feature, and then kind of flip your weight around here. Go to a Gaston, hit a pinch, and then you want to get a bike set. Unfortunately, I missed the left foot, so when I go out left, it doesn't stick, and I come off the wall. Should have paid a little closer attention and given the flash goes a little more psych and a little more concentration, but that's fine. Fresh back in the gym, right? Just happy to be climbing. So I give it another go here. I'm more confident of where I need to get my toe set. So here it sticks. I go out and get the right hand and then consider getting my left hand, but it's too stretched out. So instead I opt to get a heel hook, and that allows me to really get my weight set where I want it. And here I go up right and do pop feet. Manage to hold it and just crimp hard, move up to a set of 2 more pretty positive crimps, hit a sloper, and here I am shocked because this next sloper is not nearly as good as I thought it would be. I would say that's the crux, is hitting that and moving off of that sloper. Definitely more of a cruxy route. I feel as both these routes have a nice flow to them and then a very definite crux of a move or two that get quite a bit harder. So here I'm just trying to figure out my footing and just trying in isolation. There's certainly enough to get set up on to get to it. The trick is kind of once you're set on it, you have the high right foot, and I think that's the move, but I need to brush off the left hand and make it a little better, or just try harder, or be stronger. What would Alex Magos say? He'd say be stronger. So here, just giving it a start from the bottom, seeing as if I can't just muster up some strength and pull through that top section. Feeling smoother on the beginning here, and I do get my right foot on the feature before I drop the left, and that is a much smoother way to transition my weight. Get that heel hook set, and then start making my way to the crux. I'm able to hit it and stick it, and I really want a foot out left. There's nothing, so I try and use the feature and just kind of fall out. So I move on to this V4, V5 just to kind of cool down, and my fingers and my skin were really feeling it. I did climb quite a lot in the month of July, but aside from that, wasn't really doing much climbing since March, like I'm sure the majority of people. So I'm definitely feeling it in my endurance and in my skin. But I think that breaks me good. So I'm not mad about that. And I'm pretty happy with the climbing I've been able to do when I've been able to climb. And at one point I was able to come into the gym and try out the Kilterboard. Was about the end of July. They were starting to do some beta testing, climbing with masks and things like that. And I got to go in once or twice, and we did try the Kilterboard, and I was pretty happy with how I was climbing. So I decided to go upstairs and test myself just to see. This is the next day. So this is exception of V9 that I'd worked before. This is at 50 degrees. Going up and hitting a pinch, and then throwing yourself to a crimp, swing the foot over, and then bump it. And then coming into the same set of holds. And then here it's a big move, and then you bump your right hand. And from there, that allows you to get your feet set higher and then come in with a left hand. Get the foot up and get the send. And I did day flash that, so I'm like, all right, so I'm feeling pretty strong. I guess I wanted to validate myself, so that's exciting, but looking forward to sending more. And thanks for watching, fam. Much love. Peace.